From the rooftop of the abandoned brewery building next to the J.C. Maxwell plant, Skyrat watched Henry creep down the alley to the beat of an approaching lady's footsteps. It was oddly quiet for the industrial district, even for 3 in the morning. This was Tony territory, but there wasn't a Tony to be seen. Skyrat dropped from the roof just as Henry reached from the shadow for the lady's purse. Our hero landed on him, breaking the poor guy's thumb. This was an accident. What Skyrat meant to do was land right in between Henry and the woman in a crouch, with one hand touching the pavement in front of him for balance and the other drawn back into a fist. You know, like superheroes do in comic books. The thing is, jumping from a 4-story building and directing your landing in such a precise way is tough. It was pure luck that he didn't land on the woman instead of Henry. The two of them scrambled back to their feet, Henry holding his hand, Skyrat pulling his hood up over his head, trying to exude confidence and menace in the face of this villain and the pretty lady he was protecting. The lady stood there watching, her hands on her head. She had dropped the purse. "I told you to stay out of this neighborhood, Henry," said Skyrat, stern as he could manage. His mask was the severed sleeve of a red t-shirt. Triangular eye holes and a large opening for his nose and mouth had been cut out of it, and it was tied off under his chin to keep it tight. The rest of his costume consisted of a black t-shirt, a maroon zip-up hoodie, blue jeans, and a pair of old red canvas basketball shoes. Henry didn't say anything. He just stood there, hunched over at the entrance to the alley, clutching his injured digit to his belly, swaying like a canoe in a lake. He was drunk. Without warning, the rat lunged at him, grabbed him by his army coat, dragged him down the alley, scooped him up, and tossed him into an open dumpster with a thud that brought the lid down. "Don't you dare come out of there till I'm gone," Skyrat warned. "And if I catch you purse-snatching again, I'll send you to the surgeons of the Evil East." Henry kicked the inside of the dumpster in response. Skyrat strutted back up the alley toward the pretty lady with his hands in his pockets of his hoodie, saying, "Sorry if I scared you, jumping out of nowhere like that, miss. In situations like this, I'll have to act quick." She plucked her purse off of the sidewalk and struck a pose under the streetlight, arms crossed, quite reminiscent of the billboard behind her on the building across the street. Our hero was oblivious to the similarity. "Are you okay?" She looked him over as he stepped into the light. The hood cast his face in shadow. She responded, "What are you, a jerk?" "I'm the Skyrat," he said, lowering his hood. He was a young African-American man of 16. His mask was soaked in sweat and had some food stains on it. His hair, which had grown out since it was closely cropped at the beginning of the summer, was gross from all the rooftop patrolling he'd been doing all night. His smile was ear to ear. His eyes twinkled. An acute observer might have accused him of being smitten by the dark-haired beauty in front of him. "You're a bully," she said.